All right, everyone. Welcome. If you're coming in right now, I'm just getting everything ready for everyone. We're going to be going live here in a minute. Just getting the link ready. And then push and save. Make sure. So if you're coming in right now, let me know that you can hear me okay. Everything should be good to go. And in about a minute, everyone's going to be here. So I'm ready to see everyone getting started. I'm going to wait for people to come in. And today what we're going to be talking about is understanding more about creating what is called a crystal vision. Crystal vision, having a vision that you move towards, understanding the different mechanisms that go into this process, and understanding the divine aspect of manifestation as well when it comes to all of this. So I'm going to wait just maybe 1 or 2 more minutes for people to get in. We'll go ahead and get into it. And yeah, it's going to be a very good workshop, because I think what I mean by that is the ability that we all have to become clear as to our vision is the power that we have in this process. So welcome, Sherry. Nice to see you. As you all come in, could you do me a huge favor and just let me know that you're here? Just say hi. Let me know that the sound is okay. I got the mic. I got everything mic'd up and the camera on. Everything should be right. So what's up, Alina? Or Elena? Linnea, that's why I got confused. Good morning from Paris. Nice, sounds good. We've got Chosen Energy. Sound is nice to see you, Chosen Energy. Howdy, everything is working great. Awesome. How you all doing? So today we're going to be sharing is today's workshop is on creating a crystal vision. Crystal clear vision. Think of a crystal. I got a little crystal right here. I don't know if you can see it, but maybe kind of. No, probably not. But anyways, crystal vision. Crystal vision means becoming clear as to what you want to manifest in your life and understanding what that vision really is. Because here's the thing. Thank you. Yeah, I'm doing great. Excited to get into this with you guys. Here's the thing with most people. Most people in society, they just simply don't have a vision. If you have a vision, you have something you move towards. If you have no vision, then the only thing that happens is you live life on autopilot. And guess what? If you do the same actions every day, you think the same thoughts every day, and you feel the same emotions every day, you experience and you shift to the same reality every day. So when you think of it in terms of reality shifting, understand that the ideal parallel reality that you want to experience, it already exists. You don't have to create it, but are you focused on it, and are you focused on being that version of you? But if you don't have a vision for what that is, then it just kind of remains in the ethers. It just kind of, not even there, because it's not even realized. We always move in this certain direction, and the direction will depend on what you are focused on. Now, if you're focused on why and beating yourself up for where you are, guess what? You experience being there over and over again. Nice. Yes, this crystal is selenite. So you can also use crystals in manifestation process. The crystals in manifestation process. Understand that everything is about vibration. Crystals have a certain geometric form that amplifies vibration, and we knew this. We knew this in Atlantis times. We knew this in many other different times in history, and we know this now. We're remembering that we can use crystals to amplify energy. Selenite is one that more so is used for clearing negativity, just kind of like a good grid, kind of a baseline. And you can use crystals for this process as well. So, in general, when we talk about this process of crystal vision, let me ask you this question. Do you have a vision for your ideal reality? Do you know what that looks like? And beyond even just what it looks like, do you know the vibrational components of it? The vibrational components of how it would feel, what it would sound like, what you would see, what it would taste like. It's a vibrational thing. And you can tap into the vibration by having and knowing just what that is. When I think of the best version of me, I think of someone has certain characteristics, that's able to communicate powerfully, that's able to reach people at a soul level, that's able to be authentic, that's able to travel the world and help people and meet people and affect their energy in a positive way. I have a vision for that. And because of that, it amplifies the intensity of it. So this whole process is about understanding that the more we tap into this, the more we become aware of the vision we have, is the more we'll move in that direction. And there's a couple simple ways to do this that I will explain. But let me first off say that it's so many times in my life that I really started moving in a powerful way. It's because I developed a powerful vision. You see, you need to make a vision that as you move towards something. So right now what we're going to do is, like we do in all the Q&As, we're going to connect our heart energies together. So what I'd like to ask you to do is everyone to take in a deep breath in, a deep breath out with me. And what we're going to do is we're going to connect our heart centers together right now. And before we do that, can you guys set the intention with me that you become clear in your as to your vision in this workshop, and that through this workshop, it completely changes your life? Because that's how powerful you are. You can set that intention that right now, this is a turning point for you in your life. And maybe that turning point for you is you becoming clear as to your vision and moving towards it. And before we get into this, let me say that your vision must be connected to your heart. It must be. When I have my vision for what I want to experience in my life, it is completely connected to my heart. Because I love what I'm doing. I love making videos. I love interacting with all of you. And because it's connected to my heart, it amplifies the energy of it. So the key is making sure that your vision has to do with your heart. Because if your vision is just to make money, guess what? Unless your passion is investing money, it's not going to actually sustain you. The key is to do and to have a vision that has something that amplifies your heart energy. And if you don't know what that is right now, that's okay. But set the intention you get more into your heart. Set the intention that you add this divine aspect to your vision, because you are a divine being. Have a divine vision because you are a divine being. My vision has to do with helping people because I know and want people to know that they are divine. It doesn't have to be some grandiose vision, but it could be just you knowing that you being in your heart space also impacts other people. Right now there's an awakening happening on the planet, and part of that is because you are going through this so that you can wake up and help other people wake up. In your own way, even just by being. So right now, what I ask everyone to do is to take in a deep breath in, a deep breath out with me. Put your hands over your heart like this and feel the sensation inside of your heart. So let's take a deep breath in right now. As you breathe out, feel your body relax more and more. And know that with every breath you take, you're going to be getting more and more into your heart center. And that you're going to be able to become crystal clear as to your vision, your divine vision, and how to move towards it. So let's take another deep breath in, deep breath out, and put the awareness in our heart. And imagine that everyone here right now, either watching it live or watching it later, we connect our heart centers together and we amplify the intention and the vibration of love, of us being in our heart, of us absorbing this information. The more we're in our heart, the more we absorb this. Take another deep breath in. As you breathe out, feel the energy inside of your body, inside of your heart. And set the intention that your guides, that you have assistance through this process, and that you're able to work through. You're able to become more clear as to your vision. You're able to move through this in an easy way, and that you get the signs you need from the universe, from your guides, from your higher self. Set that intention. Leave the awareness in your heart. And know that by simply doing this today, we've all connected together. Moving forward in this Q&A right now, it's going to be much more of an absorption of any energy I share and any energy we share together. And that this is part of the process. So, What we're going to do is I'm going to go into a little bit of a dialogue of this. Then we're going to go into a little interactive workshop where we share our vision and how we can make it divine. And then I'm going to go into a Q&A where I'm going to open it up to any questions all of you have. But for right now, simply know that what I'm also doing here is I'm emitting a certain vibration through the screen. I know that sounds kind of weird, but I'm allowing myself to let this energy flow through so that it also activates a divine vision inside of you. Because you are a divine being. You see, we come to this planet and we forget who we are. We forget that we are a piece of divine energy. We are source energy. We forget that because part of the purposes of this reality is for us to forget so that we can remember. We can go through this awakening. There's an awakening happening on the planet right now. And many people that are here right now have a purpose that has to do with adding energy to the collective. Adding energy to the people that are here. And waking up, because as you wake up, you also wake up other people. But it's time to activate this vision inside of you. You watching this video right now is activating this vision. It's activating this understanding of you living in this divine way, that you are an immortal spiritual being living a temporary human experience. And even more than just the words I'm saying in this workshop right now, it's an energy. I could just say words that really don't make much sense, but in the vibrations of what I'm saying, it's transmitting this kind of energy. And once again, I know that sounds weird, but that's how vibration works. Vibration goes beyond the sounds that we hear. They're just noise that we interpret through meaning and through vibrations and through receiving. So open yourself up if you feel resonant with it, to allow yourself to activate this divine vision within you. This divine vision. Your higher self will give you this divine vision that you can then move towards. But it has to be divine, and you are divine, and the vision has to come within you. The vision has to come within your heart, because your heart is connected to that divine. So, for this process, let's understand that first off, you are a divine being. The more you recognize your divinity is the more you will be able to create a vision based on that divinity. And in higher states of consciousness, you know this. And when you go to bed at night, you are awake in higher states of consciousness as this part of you. And then when you wake up in the morning, you forget that. You think you had some dream. And maybe you did have a certain dream, but that dream is just a symbolic representation of something you're doing at higher states of consciousness. So understand the first part of this is understanding that you are divine and that you have a purpose here and that you wouldn't be here unless you had a purpose. So first off, recognize that. To say that you don't have a purpose is to say that creation makes mistakes. As if there's a purpose for everything. There's a purpose for the water that comes into this world that then waters the plants, and then the sun that warms it up. Everything has a purpose, including you. We've been led to believe in life that we are not worthy, that we are not purposeful, that we are meaningless. That's what we're taught through social conditioning, which, as we know through reality shifting, is a pendulum. A believing we're not worthy, a believing we don't make a difference. But the truth of the matter is, you're so much more than you imagine. And the key to this is understanding, first off, you are divine. And how do you recognize your divinity? You first off open yourself up to it. Say, I'm open to seeing how I am a piece of the divine as well. And then make the intention that you put yourself more in your heart center more often, because your heart is connected to this vision. And the universe will literally work for you in crystal-like fashion when you are in alignment with your heart and your vision of your higher self, of who you really are. Your higher self will help you through this process, and it's guiding you through, but you have to have it on the right things. You know, me and my buddy Victor Odo were talking about this the other day. Victor Odo, who many of you know, used to want to, before he started on YouTube, he wanted to be and win the lottery. Many people go through that. They want to manifest winning the lottery. When you know about the law of attraction, you want to manifest winning the lottery. He thought that that's what he was meant to be doing. And he set the intention, and he wanted to win the lottery. But then eventually he found out, through synchronicity, he actually went to a clairvoyant person that kind of told him, bro, you gotta like find out what you want to do when you grow up. And he was like 25 years old. So he's like, what do you mean? But he's like, yeah, you can't just, you're thinking you're going to win the lottery. Spirit's not going to let you win the lottery if you're not in alignment with your passion. But even in that, the lottery isn't the real goal. You see what I mean? The goal must be connected to your heart, which is something reality transurfing as well teaches. But the key was for him, he had to make YouTube videos. He knew he was meant to be making YouTube videos. He starts making YouTube videos, and then guess what? The universe opens up doors. Because he had a vision. He knew he wanted to help people. That vision started, that sparked within him. And then these resources start coming to you. Think of it, when you have a vision, you start to create gravity. And you create different opportunities that if you're open to, will begin to make their way to you. But it has to be connected to what you're meant to be doing. Now, for me, for example, many of you know that I've been on YouTube for a while. And I was on YouTube and I was creating, but before I was on YouTube, I was working a 9-to-5 job I wasn't passionate about. And I knew I wanted to be on YouTube. However, how do I do that? I didn't really know. But I started making videos. I knew that if I simply made more videos, I've talked about the story many times, but I was sitting in my house and I just realized the one thing I could do every day that would change my life the most in a year was to make a video a day. Because in my vision, in my crystal clear vision, I saw myself as a YouTuber. So I thought, what would me as a YouTuber be doing every single day? And I just knew, make a video a day. That was what came to me, make a video a day. So I started to make a video a day, and guess what? Every single day I was moving closer towards my vision. And it's connected to my heart. Knowing that the universe will support you when you are in your highest frequency, because that adds value to the collective. So now I was making videos, it raised my vibration, and then the universe would keep giving me more and more reasons to make videos. The video starts to go viral. More and more people's lives are changing, so it motivates me more. Then eventually I start seeing abundance come in. Then I'm able to quit my job, and I get more and more and more evidence to do this. The universe will literally show it to you to move in a certain direction when you're open to it and when you have a divine vision. A divine vision. You must be connected to your heart. You must be connected to what you're passionate about. And you find that out as you go. And the way you find that out is through setting the intention. Set the intention right now that you become crystal clear as to your vision. Now, understand that with reality shifting, there are many different versions of you. And when you have a vision, you then have something to move towards, because if you don't have a vision, you're in the autopilot mind. You're being swept away with pendulums, like in reality transurfing we would say. With pendulums, these thought structures that are putting your thoughts in certain directions. But the key is understanding that for this process, it's about recognizing that ideal reality, because then you can move towards it. You cannot move towards something that you are not aware of. And think about it like this. We have a certain bubble that we live in of the consistent thoughts we think, the consistent emotions we feel, and the consistent actions we take. And that keeps us in a certain type of ball. That keeps us in a certain type of mentality. Now, in order to break out of that, you have to stretch your vision. You have to stretch your vision. You have to think beyond that vision. You have to feel emotions beyond that vision. You have to do actions beyond that vision. Otherwise, you stay in this bubble. So what is that vision for you? Start to become aware of what that is. Where I currently am is I'm making YouTube videos. I'm doing very well. I love what I do. However, I want to stretch myself out towards a vision that's even bigger. So I must think beyond what I'm currently thinking, feel what I'm beyond what I'm currently feeling, and do what I'm beyond what I'm currently doing, which means to do that, I have to start doing live events. I have to start traveling and doing more vlogs. I have to start doing more of my podcast episodes that I'm relaunching. I have to focus on these that will expand my vision. But you have to know what that is, and you have to do it and make it something that you do every single day at a certain level. Because the things you do daily are going to be what moves you towards your vision. The things you do daily. When I made daily videos on YouTube, that's why I grew so fast. And thank you, by the way, everyone. We just hit 500,000 subscribers on YouTube, which is amazing. So I want to say thank you. Appreciate your support. But understand that for this, it's about understanding that vision. The vision. You have to have a vision that you're moving towards. What is that vision? What is that version of you? Because the more you focus on the characteristics of that version of you, the more you bring it into your current life. But you have to become crystal clear. And like in reality shifting or reality transurfing, think of it like a slide. A slide is a certain vision you have for what you want to experience. And in this vision of what you want to experience, you imagine it as if you are in it. Not like you're watching a movie, as if you're in it. What would that feel like? Start to feel those emotions. What would it sound like? Start to hear it. Start to immerse yourself in it, because the brain doesn't know the difference between what you are imagining and what is actually happening. But you have to have a divine vision. Now, the divine vision means it's connected to your heart. Just understand, just recognize that you are a divine being, and that when you are connected to this, your heart, the universe then works like magic for you. Because we're all a part and a whole at the same time. And when you do something that increases your vibration, it also increases the vibration of the people around you, and the universe wants to give you more and more reasons to do so, because it's helping the collective. What's good for everyone is what it's called being service to others. It doesn't mean that you have to be in the service industry. It means that you just recognize that your vibration influences other people in a very powerful way. So, the key to this is then understanding. We're going to get into the workshop here in a minute, but here's the thing. Here's the practical steps that every one of you can take for this process when it comes to this vision. Know what that version of you is doing, being, feeling. Because that version of you already exists. Now, in the higher self meditation I have, that you can watch, the higher self meditation, you can literally get this information from your higher self and ask your higher self any question that you want, and your higher self will help you through this, will help you start to embody this divine intention. It's the higher self meditation. I'll post it later so that everyone can listen to it. But in general, you can use that meditation and ask that kind of question. What is my divine purpose? How can I more so in this moment be embodying this divine vision? Because the more that you focus on that, the more that you embody it, the more that becomes your reality. So for this, understand that you have to become crystal clear as to what your vision is. What do you really want? But what do you want from your heart? Become clear as to what that is. Now here's the thing. The thing I need to talk about now is something called our motivational mechanism. We all have the same exact motivational mechanism within us, but it will change depending on our perception. This is how the motivational mechanism works. You have a vision. Now, this vision, you will move towards it. The more you focus on it, the more you feel it. Now, what determines what you move forward or backwards with will depend upon your definitions. Now, here's the way your motivational mechanism works. You will always move in the direction of what you believe brings you pleasure, and you will always move away from what you believe will bring you pain. That's what will determine whether you move towards your vision or away from your vision. I'll say that again. You will always, no matter what, move in the direction of what you believe brings you pleasure, and you will always, no matter what, move away from what you believe brings you pain. Now, what you believe is the key, because whatever you believe to be true about this, about your vision, is going to be which direction you move in. So, for example, for this process, let's use someone that, you can use this towards any area of your life. You can use this towards diet, for example. It's an easy way to explain this analogy. If you believe that eating healthy food doesn't taste good, then that means that you associate pain with it. You're going to move away from eating healthy food. If you believe that eating unhealthy food like junk food feels good and brings you pleasure, even if it's just short-term pleasure, because then afterwards you don't feel good, but you only focus on whatever you focus on you feel, you only focus on the immediate pleasure you're going to get, you're going to move in that direction. You can always switch what are called your neuroassociations, what you link to different things. The association you make, the meaning you give to certain things. Unhealthy food, healthy food. Whatever one means pleasure to you, whatever one means pain to you is the one that you're going to move towards. But you can switch it in your mind. It's a very quick switch. So for example, when I go to the gym, I associate that with pleasure Because when I go to the gym, even though I'm breaking down muscle, I'm breaking it down and rebuilding it, and I'm pushing myself, I know that afterwards I focus on the pleasure that I feel from being so enlivened with energy, so high vibe, feeling I'm sore the next day, knowing I did so good the day before. That I associate with pleasure. I associate pain with staying at home, being lazy, not going to the sauna for a day. I associate pain with being lazy in that. So therefore, I move towards that vision of me being the ideal version of me, being the kind of body weight that I want to be at. Look at this with my YouTube channel, for example. I associate pleasure with making videos, and that's why when I make this right now, I'm in a flow state because I associate pleasure with that. I know it's part of my heart connection. So I move in that direction. I associate pain with not making a video in a day. So when I go on vacation, sometimes I gotta work at it because I'm so getting tugged back into, it's like I want to make videos because I love it so much. But I associate pain with not making videos, and I associate pleasure with making videos. So you see, this is how it works for everyone. But most people are in the autopilot mind, and they're not aware of the neural associations they have. They're not aware of what the association with pleasure and pain. You have to switch those. You have to understand that it's a part of the process of this vision that you have. So it's about being aware of what that is. When you start to become aware of your vision, your life will automatically start to change, because then you could set the intention that you start to live in that vision. I literally was like the full-time YouTuber version of me back in 2017 before I was a full-time YouTuber. That version of me making daily videos, I'm going to start making daily videos in the present moment. I took that vision and I brought it into my daily life. You can do the same thing, but you have to be, the thing that will block you is not knowing what you associate with pain and pleasure. And how do you associate new pain and pleasure with new things? You set the intention for it, and you just start to remind yourself of your vision. The next time you go to eat something that's unhealthy, you say, no, I have a vision of me being healthy, high vibe, blah, 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 blah. And then you reassert the new pattern. There's another habit for this, and a powerful technique. That's called the 5-4-3-2-1 technique, the 5-second rule. Mel Robbins has a book on it called the 5-second rule. In any moment you're making a decision, if you say 5-4-3-2-1 and then just do the decision you know you're meant to be doing, you will start to link in these new neural associations. Oh, I don't enjoy going to the gym. 5-4-3-2-1, you get in your car, you're on your way to the gym. Oh, I don't like riding, or whatever it is. You can move it and you can start to wire yourself in that way. When I first started making videos, it was cringy for me to make videos, but I knew that it was connected to my heart, so I did it, and then I became more and more passionate about it. So it's a combination of following your heart, but knowing that you can link more association to it as well, because you are creating your own reality. So understand that for this process, there's a couple steps. The step is, first off, knowing that you are a divine being, that you have a purpose here, and that in your life, you knowing that you are a part of source energy brings through more of this inside of your life. So that's the first step. Second step is starting to become aware of what is connected to your heart and what that vision is from your heart. What is that vision? Maybe it's you living a certain type of lifestyle, but doing something that you're passionate about. Maybe it's doing art. Maybe it's communicating with other people. Maybe it's managing people. Whatever it is you're passionate about, you need something to move towards, but it has to be connected to your heart. And then the third step is setting the intention that you bring that into your daily life now. Like me making videos on YouTube and deciding to make videos every single day. And the fourth thing you want to do is you start going in that direction, and then you become aware of your neural associations. You become aware of what you define to bring you pleasure, what you define to bring you pain. Because in the past, maybe certain reference experiences happened that made you feel, oh, this brings me pleasure, this brings me pain. Oh, I think when I'm eating of this unhealthy food, it brings me this. Whatever. Food's just an analogy here. But it could be many different things. It could be you associate pain with hard work, but you're assuming that things have to be hard. What if you doing what you love isn't even work? When I make this video right now, it's not even work. 30 minutes have already gone by and it feels like a minute because I love doing this. This is what I'm passionate about. So for this, those are the steps. Become aware that you are divine. Connect to your heart, understanding that your heart and your vision must be linked. Thirdly, start to move in that direction, set the intention for it. Fourth, become aware of your associations. Become aware of what you define to be true. Because remember, Our beliefs create our reality. Our beliefs create our reality. The more we become aware of what we believe to be true, that what we believe that brings us pleasure, and what we become aware of what believe brings us pain, the more we can move in that direction. But you have to first off become crystal clear as to what that is. So right now, become crystal clear as to your divine vision, connected to your heart. So what I'd like to ask you to do is to all put in, what is your divine vision? What does it look like? What does it look like? Use emotional words. Use vibratory words, vibrational words. And start to share. I encourage you all to share, because by you sharing, you amplify this intention. You amplify this process. Adriana says, my vision is a happy, healthy, abundant, grounded woman in love. Nice. Make sure it's connected to your heart. In love with life, friends, and a life partner. Yes, Sunrise. I love it. Great. Like I said, I'm going to answer questions in a little bit. Right now, let's become clear of our divine vision. Jonathan says, I have a vision of being a full-time YouTuber and spiritual coach, but have a full-time job that makes up a lot of my time already. Not sure how to go from one to the other. Jonathan, I did the same exact thing. I worked a full-time job selling women's shoes at Barney's, New York, and I knew I wanted to be full-time on YouTube. The key is not that you have to quit one and do the other. It's to do both. It's to be the full-time YouTuber before you are the full-time YouTuber, which means you must make videos. I'm going to be honest with you. This can take some willpower. I was making daily videos on YouTube and working a 9-to-5 job. I was always doing something. I was either at work or I was making videos for months. So I know it's like, but if you're passionate about being a YouTuber and it's really connected to your heart, you will do it and it will come to you. The ideas will come to you. Set the intention to figure that out. But be the full-time YouTuber before you are the full-time YouTuber. If you guys want to be an artist, be the artist before you are a professional artist. If you want to be a manager, be the manager before you're the manager. Manage yourself. Whatever you guys want to do, whatever vision you guys have, embody it now. There is no future. It is about embodying all of this now. And you can tap into it now by acknowledging that's great that you're aware that you want to be a full-time YouTuber, but understand it's part of the process. And imagine the people that you're helping. You know, you can be a spiritual coach now. You can coach your friends and family. You can go through and embody this. Embody it. Be in your heart. Be in your passion. Do it because you love it. And going from one to the other, trust this process, because also trust the process that you will get the synchronicities that you need. I got the synchronicity. I need to make a video a day on YouTube. And then I got synchronicity as to which kind of topics to make. And I just kept going. And then I just eventually knew. It took about 4 or 5 months. And then I quit my job. I was able to do YouTube full time. But to do it, you have to become the full-time YouTuber before you are the full-time YouTuber. You have to embody the vision now. You see, enlightenment, being divine, is about being, not thinking or doing. Be it. That's why I talk about that little bubble. The bubble of what you're thinking, feeling, and doing. It's going to be on autopilot. You have to stretch outside. To stretch outside, you have to do something new. You have to have a vision that you hold yourself accountable for. In order for you to not have a boss, you have to become your own boss. Many of you are leaders. Many of you are meant to be your own bosses. So you have to become your own boss before you can be your own boss, which means you have to develop your willpower. You have to move forward in that direction. And once you do, then you work for yourself. I work for myself. I get up every day doing what I love. And it's been like that for a long time now. Nice. So I'm going to read some of these off. Nice hot yoga. I love hot yoga. Let's see. Vision to live every moment with high excitement. That's great, Ankit. But you want it to be greater than that. You want it to be more specific than that. It's called crystal vision. Crystal clear. I knew I wanted to be a full-time YouTuber. What did that mean? It means every day I get up doing what I love. It means that nobody tells me what to do. I tell myself what to do when I want to do it. I can go to the gym when I want to go to the gym. I can make videos and inspire people. I can edit when I want to edit. It was that vision. I was very crystal clear as to what that is. So you all want to be crystal clear as to what that is. So Elena said, my divine vision is to be a content creator that helps people go deeper into the rabbit hole through helping them to interpret their dreams. Awesome. So that's perfect. So the vision for that is something you move towards. And I know you're already living that, but the key is to embody that, to be that right now in the present moment as much as you possibly can. Chosen Energy said, my vision is to be a speaker like Aaron and be able to connect my thoughts well on video and pace with the perfect speed and clarity. That's awesome. So yeah, that vision, imagine, just know that version of you already exists. And how can you be that now? How can you be speaking? Speak every single day. Same with you, Elena. Do something every single day as a content creator. Make content every single day. Because by you doing it every single day, you put yourself in the vibratory frequency of that reality. And you start to bring it through in your current life. So it's about being aware of that. Yes, content creation includes YouTube channel, blog, podcast. So be doing that every single day. That's the key. Siddhartha says, I have a vision of being a public speaker like Tony Robbins, inspire people to reach their best potential. That's awesome, Siddhartha. That's my vision as well. That's my overarching vision. I have a vision for YouTube. I have a vision for different areas of my life. You can have visions in many different areas of your life as well. But Siddhartha, the question I have for you is, are you doing something now that enhances that vision? Are you speaking? Are you making videos? Are you speaking and just developing your speaking ability into a tape recorder or your voice memos on your phone and hearing what that sounds like and becoming better at it? So do it every single day. Nice. Hannah says, I did my first talk to 50 people and I intend to do more and expand on this. That's awesome, Hannah. And I would say do something every day that leads you closer to that. Get better at speaking or whatever it is, you know? Let's see. I will excel even further in my current job as I enjoy helping people. I will be able to easily go on to the next path. Finding love for myself is the answer. Yes, Kiona, that's awesome. So see yourself as already doing more than you're currently doing at your job, because then you will get promoted or you move further up. You have to more than fill your present cup in order to go to the next level. So just do everything you can with so much pride and so much passion, and you'll find that you move up. Adriana says, what if I wanted to be a full-time YouTuber, but I wouldn't know what to YouTube, and I'm too scared to take that jump? You have to simply start. You have to simply start. Entertain that idea. If you don't know your vision, start to do a couple different things to see what that could be and test it out and see what feels like high vibration. See what you feel and see what grows on you. You doing things beyond your current, what you're thinking, feeling, and doing will get you into the research to find out what that is. So simply make a YouTube video. Make a video. Start to set the intention that if it's connected to your heart, the answers will come to you. The topics will come to you. But you have to trust that process. Elena said, speaking of Aaron, I did a divination color reading for my mom and dad, and they loved it. They said it was spot on and accurate. Awesome. That's so cool. Yeah, color divination. I think it's so cool that you do that. And it's such a cool niche to be in because I don't see it that often. Hannah said, my divine vision, my podcast to continue to grow and to have my book, which is a publisher, Finding Grace, to reach lots of people and help people to find grace and to inspire them to integrate light in them. That's awesome. So every single day, move towards that vision. Have the associations that make it so it's easy to create videos. When it comes to you people, everyone, a lot of you want to be YouTubers, create associations, positive meaning to making videos. Know that the more you do it, the easier it gets. Give it that meaning. You give meaning in your life. And associate pain with not taking action, with staying stagnant. Success is outside your comfort zone, Kiana said. That's so true. You know, I had to start making daily videos. I wasn't comfortable with it. You know, I'm now making videos on star seeds and stuff I never saw myself making videos about, but I'm being brave about it, and the universe is supporting me. I've grown more in the last month than I have ever because of this stepping forward with that truth. So Sunrise Fun said, my vision is to be on Instagram is to help people awaken and heal their wounds by doing tarot readings and spiritual practices. It is hard to find the energy as my day job drains me. So what I would do is I would redefine your day job. Because I used to also get drained in my day job. I started to define it as it's a spiritual practice for you to become present and for you to just do what you're doing, but it'll allow you the funds so that you can start to invest in this higher vision for you on Instagram. for you to be doing tarot readings. So start to do things like that. Start to every single day do something. Do a tarot reading a day. Reach out to other people, do tarot readings, and see ways if you get to exposure. There's ways of going about that. And have that vision. Have that vision. Move towards it every single day. Make Instagram posts every single day. Update and teach people about what you're doing. Teach people about what they can do in their own lives. Create content on Instagram every single day for it. Move in that direction. Set the intention. But change your belief that your day job drains you. Or change your job if you can. And Kit said, how do I deal with jealousy? I understand these esoteric concepts, but I see another person who doesn't know anything about this, yet able to apply it very apt unknowingly, and I can't with his intensity. You have to understand that when it comes to jealousy, it's coming from an attachment to a certain perspective, an attachment to some competitive mind frame, an attachment to something that's weighing your energy down. So become aware of that attachment, and then you start to detach from it. You start to raise your vibration. You start to become in your own vibration to where it doesn't have that power over you. You have to become aware of your definitions. Jealousy normally comes from possessiveness. It comes from comparing. Be aware of it. In the awareness is where you realize it's the old version of you. It's the outdated version of you that's scared. The ego is scared. It's scared of what it means if it compares to someone else. Acknowledge the ego. Acknowledge the thoughts. The thoughts aren't you. You think thoughts, but you are not your thoughts. The jealousy that you're feeling is a pendulum as well. And reality shifting, reality transurfing is a pendulum. It's many different thoughts. It's a collective social conditioning that you're led to believe that you're less than someone else. So just be aware of it. The more you're aware of it is the more you start to detach from it. Be in a creation mindset. You know, there are times I've gotten, you know, I'm on YouTube, been on YouTube for a while. There are people that literally copy my videos. There are some people that have hundreds of thousands of followers that have copied many, many of my videos. And I could get jealous about that or mad or angry. But I realized there's only creation. By them copying my videos, they're still helping more people. So the key is for me to accept it and to understand that that's a perspective of the ego. I have to observe that and realize I'm not in a competitive mind frame. I'm in a creative mind frame. There's always enough to go around. There is no, it's not like people on YouTube can only be subscribed to 10 people. So it's about understanding that. So you're in the creation mindset. Siddhartha says, how do you get rid of limiting beliefs? Where'd it go? Lately, I've started to become more aware of my limiting beliefs and remember that they stop me from moment to moment. You have to become aware of your limiting beliefs for them to go away, because when you become aware of them, you start to then become aware that you don't have to choose them anymore. Most people's beliefs are just an autopilot. The more you become aware of your beliefs, the more you can shift them. For that, though, I would recommend some of the meditations that I have. I have meditations on switching beliefs. If you type it in on YouTube, you'll find some. There should be some in the members area as well. But just know that for this, it's about becoming aware of what. Ask yourself this question: what do you believe to be true? What do you believe to be true? And see what comes up. What do I believe to be true about relationships? Relationships are hard, this, that. And you say, okay. Then see where you got that belief in the past. See where that belief came from. You'd see a lot of times it came from a reference experience. It came from something in your past. The moment you become aware of where that belief came from is the moment it goes away, because then you see that you don't have to continue to live it. It's just been on autopilot. Engaging is when you start to break out of this autopilot. You start to break outside of the limiting beliefs. But you ask yourself the question, what do I believe to be true? And once you become aware of it, that's where it starts to shift. Not like you have to do all this crazy Jedi mind stuff. So it's about just being aware of it. Susan says, my vision is to find someone I'm in love with, and then we eventually have our own family enjoying life with full of love. That's awesome. Have a vision for what that's like, but how can you embody that vision now? How can you embody that self-love now? Because the more you do that is the more you're in that vibratory frequency. Nice. Awesome, Chosen Energy. Gabrielle said, hey, Aaron, I'm heading to Sedona in a couple weeks. Can you recommend me that spiritual advisor you and Victor go to? Yes, her name is Jennifer. Her name is Jennifer. I don't know. Her name is Jennifer from... It's in my phone. Yeah, her name is Jennifer. I don't know how to get you. Her name is Jennifer. If you go online and go to Google, maybe type in Jennifer Sedona. I think it's like the Sedona Academy. I forget what the name of it is, but yeah, she's in Sedona, and her name is Jennifer. I can't remember her last name. Nice, Hannah. I'm doing it every day with my blog podcast. I'm finishing out my first book. That's amazing. Continue to do that every day. Create some content for it. Nice, Eden. I intend to take my homemade product line to manufacturing by the end of the year. That's amazing. So every day move towards that. Every day add something to it. Become more crystal clear as to what that is. Learn how to do that process, everything. It'll add it more and more. Do you think it's better to start on YouTube or Instagram? It depends on what niche you're in. I would try both and then see which one you resonate with more. You can do both though. Instagram's actually grown quite a bit to where Instagram is like, if you figure out the algorithm, you can grow quite a bit. But you have to go within yourself and ask. YouTube generally, you'll get more hardcore fans or people that really love your content and people that really get powerful change. Instagram's more quick minute things, but it just depends. Rocky said, renting my dad's house, love the house, how it feels, how it functions, want to buy it, want to purchase and help my dad by finding the funds he needs. The house protects us both. Nice. See yourself. What could you do every single day to envision more of that, to have more of that in your current life, to feel more freedom for the house in your current life? Starseed, yes. Happy you guys like it. Yeah, Elena, if you want, I've been so busy, it's been hard for me to check DMs and everything and personal messages. Yeah, if you could do a color divination reading for me, that would be great. Let me know what you need from me. Maybe let me know in this chat and I'll see, what I can do. Appreciate it. That's a brilliant perspective. There is always enough to go around. Yes, it's creative mindset versus competitive mindset. That's when things begin to change. I used to have a sales commission job, and if somebody else had a good sale, sometimes you'd think that took away from I could have had that sale, But that was always something that took in your energy. If I had the perspective of there's always enough to go around and I had this creative energy, guess what? Always came easier and easier. It was amazing how things would work. It'd be like magic. Chelsea said, I want to post my first YouTube vid but feel really shy. What's the biggest push for you to keep going with it? Just make videos. I know it sounds cliche, but the more you do it, the less shy you'll be. The more you become comfortable with it. There are many shy people on YouTube that are YouTubers. Ralph Smart, for example, has 1 million followers or more, and he's been on YouTube, and he seems like a very shy person. From what I hear, he's a very shy person. So the more you do it, the more comfortable you get. You have also an identity with thinking that you are shy. You can be aware you're an introvert, but you can also be aware that you can push yourself, and the more you make videos, the more comfortable you get. Nice. Linnea said, Linnea said, my vision is to become a fully booked abundance coach to empower others to shift into their preferred version of reality. So every day take action at doing that, at being that, at helping other people to do that, and that will become your reality. So now I'm going to go ahead and open it up to questions. You can ask any questions you want. For a couple more minutes, I'll be here. So I want to thank you guys for all being here today, but go and ask questions. Pamela says, what to do with feeling stressed? When you feel stressed, the key is to actually do less, to become more aware of your breath. When you're stressed, many times it's connected to your breath, and it comes from an addictive thinking pattern. It means you're consistently thinking of something. The key is to let go. Let go of the present moment. Become present. Let go and be present to the moment. Bring the awareness from being in the head into the body. As you do that, you become less and less stressed. So it's being aware of that. And meditate. Just simply meditate. You meditate every day, you will be less stressed. Observe your thoughts. You see, stress comes when you're in the reactive mindset instead of the response mindset. When you meditate, you become aware of this gap in between what you're thinking, knowing you're not your thoughts. You think thoughts, but you are not your thoughts. And the more you become aware of that, is the more it then does not have power over you. Yeah, Elena, send me the color chart and I will do that. Thank you. Colton says, what kind of music do you listen to, Aaron? I feel like negative paradigms are associated with today's music genres. Many times it can be. You know, sometimes, understand this. This is kind of a unique perspective, but I find it very powerful. When you listen to a song that has like mainstream attention, when you're humming that song, thinking of the song even in your head, you're picking up on the thought streams of other people that have also heard that song. It's why if you curse, many times you'll link up to other people that curse and you're almost linking up with their thought vibration. That's why it's important to be aware of the kind of music you listen to. So if you listen to like hardcore gangster rap, you may be picking up on thoughts of other people that listen to hardcore gangster rap. If you listen to country song, you may be picking up on other people that listen to country songs. You see, be aware of what that is and just be mindful of it. So I listen to spiritual music like Enigma, like Enya, like a lot of chill step music. I listen to a lot of chill step because there's no lyrics to that, so it doesn't get stuck in my head. Is her name Jennifer Parker? I'm not sure. Let me see. Let me see if Victor at one time emailed. Let me see if I... Jennifer... Yeah, it doesn't show... Doesn't show... Honestly, I don't feel... Her number, you can watch this later for the number. Her number is 702-280-2686, and you can make an appointment by texting her. She lives in Sedona, so I'll just give that to you. Let's see, I'm going to answer a couple more questions. Why do we have tarot people from our past in our dreams? Are we still in soul contracts, or are they just reflections? It could be a mixture of both. Become aware that you want to cut cords with them, you want to let it go, and you'll find that then it becomes easier and easier. But there's many different reasons as to why that could be. Set the intention that your guides show you clarity. You know, you can set that intention, you will get the clarity. Linnea said, thank you. In reality transurfing, it's a lot about taking away focus from action and let things flow. Yet we take action every day to embody our vision. How to handle this contradiction. Yeah, focus from action in the sense that it's about, so you can take an action with not being attached to the outcome of that action. So I can make YouTube videos because I love, when you're connected to your heart, there's no excess potential created. So I'm making videos from my heart, I'm making videos I want to make, so it's a high energy. But if I made videos like, I hope this gets a lot of views and this and this and this desperation, that's when you start to get in your own way. So be aware of what that is, but embody it, be it. Now in the present moment, and whatever the way that is, and you'll begin to vibrationally resonate with more and more experiences of it. Let's see. Oh, it is Parker. Nice. Wait, I don't see the link. Is the link? Or maybe does Instagram automatically take it out? I don't know. Or not Instagram, YouTube. Let me see. I answered a couple more questions. Do you believe that someone needs to read a lot of books about consciousness to be able to deliver easy on camera, or just one channel and learn from YouTube videos? For me, it's a mixture of both. I like reading those, so I'm passionate about it, so it's easy for me to focus on. There are some people that just go based on their own internal experiences. If you look at someone like Ryan Cropper, who teaches astral projection and lucid dreaming, he doesn't really read any books. He just does it and then explains and shares what he does. So experience is king. Always experience is king, but you can read if you feel compelled to. Sometimes it helps, but you just got to find what works for you, because everyone will have a different equation for it. Eden says, I've gotten so much from being in the group. What recommendations do you have for maximizing the pendulum effect of the group in terms of action steps? I would say just intend to connect your energy with the intention of connecting to other people and amplifying their fields, and then also amplifying your fields. So it always comes back to our heart and intention, our heart mixed with intention. So I'd say set the intention that all of us together, that's why we always do it in the beginning of every live, is we do it. Even if you rewatch old lives, you can connect to that energy over and over again. And because all time exists now. So then we begin to amplify that vibration. It's a great question though, Eden. Chosen Energy says, I noticed that you make YouTube videos with zero shyness around topics that I am well aware of as opposed to topics that I'm not as knowledgeable of. Yeah, you just the more you do it, the easier it gets. And I'm passionate about it, so it's easy for me to do. So the shyness goes away as you share. I remember when I used to make videos, I was always wondering, can someone hear me in the next room? Or am I being too loud? Or all of this stuff. But now I just am bold. I'm bold. We came here to be bold. So it's about being aware of that. Kelsey says, my vision seems very large at this time and almost too big and broad. I know my passion, but how do you make that passion a vision? Set the intention to become more clear on the vision. And you got it, Kelsey. That's exactly what you want to do. Set the intention to become more clear as to that vision. You know, if you're here but you want to be here, maybe see how you can get that vision and something that's relatable, something that you also believe is possible, and embody it now in whatever way that you can. It's a vibrational thing. This is all about vibration. So the vision that you have, maybe it's to, you know, like there's a certain vibration. If I have a vision that I want to have like 10 million followers on YouTube, right? Which it kind of comes from the heart, but not really, because it's kind of an ego thing. But if it's like that's such a large stretch, when will it happen? Then all this stuff, then you get caught in your own way. But if there's a vibration to being and putting out that much content and helping people, if I focus on the vibration, it's much easier. So break it down into a feeling than just a vision of what that looks like. What does that symbolically mean to you? Yes, Rocky says, Zealand also says that action dispels excess energy, even if the action has nothing to do with your vision. Yeah, that's true. So many times taking the action itself will get rid of the excess energy. That's why taking action is a good thing. But take action from a place of passion, from high vibe, from your heart. That is the key. Anytime, Chosen Energy, I'm happy to hear that. Yeah, experience is always key. Answer one or two more questions, and then I'm going to go. But I just want to let you know I'm grateful all of you are here. Ankit says, you're doing an amazing job. Any opportunities for volunteering to work with you? Not at this moment. Yeah, I don't have anything open. I'll let you guys know, though, if I do. Jonathan, having a narrow vision and being clear on what you want with specific clarity will help you broaden your vision in days to come. Yeah. So that's like crystal clear, right? Just become clear as to what that means. What is that like? What is the vibration of it? How would I think, act, and feel? What is that version of me? So I appreciate all of you being here. I want you to know that I love all of you all, and that set crystal clear vision, have a crystal clear vision, have something you're moving towards. Remember the 4 steps. Become crystal clear. Understand that you set the intention. Become aware you're divine. Set the intention. Start to move towards that intention or what that vision is, and then become aware of your neuro associations. Become aware of what you associate pleasure and pain with, and that will begin to change your life in a powerful way. You can all be in that vibration. You can embody that as much as you want, and just know that you are powerful. So I appreciate you all. I want you to know I thank you for being here. I'll see you guys on the inside of the group. And with that being said, peace, much love, and namaste.